All right, let's look at the homework 7.4, problem number 9. All right, so we're going to find all nine second partial derivatives. All right, so let's do that. All right, so we're going to have to do a first partial first. So we have a partial derivative of w with respect to x. I'm going to use the subscript notation here. All right, so partial derivative of this, so x squared, so it's going to be 2x, and y cubed is just a number, so I'll just leave it alone. All right, plus, all right, so you have a 9 and a y and z are just a constant. Partial derivative of x with respect to x is 1, so you have a 9y z, right? And here it has no x, so this is considered to be a constant. Partial derivative with respect to x is 0. So we have that. All right, so let's look at the partial with respect to y. All right, then here, so you have x squared is just a constant, so put it there. So partial derivative of y cubed with respect to y is 3y squared. All right. Here, partial derivative of y is 1. Everything else is just a constant, so plus 9xz. Right? And here, negative 2z is just a number, so constant multiple, negative 2z. And partial derivative of y with respect to y is 1, so you just get that. All right, so let's do the partial with respect to z. All right, so first term has no z, so it's a constant. Derivatives partial is 0. Here you have a 9xy is a constant multiple, and partial z is 1. All right, minus 2y is just a constant multiple, and partial z is 1. So you just get that. All right, so from here, we can find the three second partials. So you have a partial, second partial here with respect to x and x here. So this is going to be, so we look at this, partial with respect to x. So 2y cubed is just a constant multiple. And partial x with respect to x is 1. All right? And here, there's no x, so it's a constant. Partial with respect to x is 0, so you just get that. All right? Partial of x with respect to y here. All right, so we take that and with respect to y, so you have a 2x and then you have a 3, so 3 and 2x, so it's going to be 6x y. Subtract 1 from the power, so second power, so just a power rule. Here, 9z is just a constant multiple, and then partial of y with respect to y is 1, so you just get that. All right, so it's a partial with respect to x and with respect to z. All right, so you get, it has no z, so it's 0. Here, 9y is just a constant multiple. Partial z with respect to z is 1, so times 1. So we have that. All right, so you look at this one. So let's look at the partial with respect to y, then with respect to x. All right, here, so you have a 2 and a 3, so it's a 6. And the y squared is a constant. Then it's just going to be x to the first power, subtract 1 from the power. Here you have a 9z is just a constant. And partial of x with respect to x is 1. And here it has no x, so it's going to be 0. So partial with respect to y and with respect to y again. Right here, put 2 in front, so it's going to be 6x squared. And then you have y. And partial of that is going to be 0. Partial of that is going to be 0, so just that. All right, so partial of y and the partial with respect to z. All right. Here, let's see, so z, there's no z, 0. Here you have a 9x, and partial of z with respect to z is 1, and then minus 2. All right, got that. All right, so last three. So partial with respect to z and with respect to x. Right here you have a 9y, and that's 0. Right? Partial z with respect to z, or w with respect to z with respect to y. Right? So you have a 9x and minus 2. All right, last one. Partial with respect to z with respect to z again. It's going to be 0. All right. So let's check the answer. All right. So I'm going to open that up here. So I guess I'm going to just put the key on. All right, so we have that. So you have 3y cubed, 6x squared plus 9z, and 9y. All right, so we have that. All right, and go back. All right, so you have 6x y squared plus 9z, 6x squared, 9 minus 2, and let's see. We have that. All right, and the last one, 9y, 9x minus 2, 0. 9y, 9, so we have that. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.